Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Shoplifting is Now More Profitable Than Drug Dealing. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure you click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. I would also like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great way to purchase a call with your favorite celebrities. There are more than 100 celebrities to choose from, and the calls start out at just $19.95 for a live call. So give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. It used to be that drug dealing was the way a lot of criminals made tremendous amounts of money, but the risk of getting shot or killed or arrested was always very, very high. Now, there's a new type of crime that is very lucrative and in many cities won't even get you arrested. The police won't prosecute you, and almost nobody tries to prevent you from committing the crime. Even if you're committing it in front of the police, in front of security guards, in front of other people who just happen to be in the area, very few people are going to try and stop you. It's like the holy grail of crimes because you don't have to worry about getting caught or arrested. You don't have to worry about rival gangs of drug dealers attacking you or shooting you or trying to kill you. You don't have to worry about all the other problems, the laundry list of other problems that come into play whenever you participate in other types of criminal activities. So, what is this new crime wave called? It's called, get ready, shoplifting. For political reasons, a lot of cities now are refusing to prosecute shoplifters, and this has caused an explosion of shoplifting across the country. If you go on YouTube now, you'll see countless videos of people walking into all sorts of stores across the country and simply filling enormous garbage bags full of stuff that they've taken off the shelves, that they've taken from the various cabinets, and then just casually walking out the door. It's amazing how many people are doing this with complete impunity. They don't run out the door. They don't walk quickly out the door. They walk casually out the door. They walk past security guards who are standing there watching. Now, granted, some of these security guards may have a phone in their hands and they may videotape the entire incident, but that's relatively useless. What good is the videotape of someone robbing you if no one's going to prosecute or arrest, if no one's going to stop? What are they going to do? Put their sign up on the door and say, watch out for this individual if he returns? And then what? They're going to videotape him robbing the store again? So who is doing this? Well, kids, teenagers, adults, and even senior citizens who can't get by on their retirement incomes anymore. I'll tell you what else is interesting are all the professional crews that have gotten involved in this sort of shoplifting activity on a massive scale. In some cities where they don't arrest people, you have to technically steal more than $900 worth of material before they will supposedly arrest you. But from what we can tell, they're not arresting or prosecuting anybody who steals anything. From what we can tell, shoplifters don't really care about the legal $900 limits in some of these cities. And many of the police don't seem to care either. The police have had their hands tied by the politicians. And so consequently, the shoplifters steal as much as they can, carry by hand or on the baskets on the front of their bicycles, and then they just leave the store. It's all really casual. It's like shoplifting has become the new way of shopping. Why shop the old-fashioned way where you actually have to hand money over and turn it over to the cashier and hopefully they give you the right amount of change back. That's yesterday's way to shop. You don't need to pay. This is just people don't want to pay anymore. They just want to take and walk out the door. So let's assume that you have a team of, say, two shoplifters working together. If they each walk into a store and fill a large garbage bag with stolen stuff and then walk out, we estimate that they can each grab about $1,000 per store per robbery. Now, that's $2,000 in about 5 minutes worth of stealing. They will then take it back to their truck or their hiding place and unload it, hide it, whatever they do, and then they go on to the next location. If these teams can do two stores an hour, then that's $4,000 in stolen merchandise per hour. If they work just half a day, you don't want to work too hard when you're shoplifting. They'll probably just work half a day because, they have other plans for the day. Maybe the beach, maybe the bars, who knows what they do with the rest of the time. Maybe video games. Maybe they're just working for 4 hours a day and they're playing, video games for the other 8 hours a day. Who knows? But if they work for just 4 hours a day, that means that one team of two shoplifters can steal $16,000 worth of stuff in a day. If they work a 4-day week, then they can steal $64,000 of stuff in a week. If they sell it online for half the retail price, then they can still make $32,000 a week or $1.6 million a year for stealing crap from stores. That's really good money for dressing up like a homeless person and then just walking around and stuffing crap in your garbage bags and walking out with it. Best of all, there is almost zero risk. You don't have rival drug dealers threatening you, firebombing your house, shooting at your car, trying to kill you when you're sleeping at home. None of those worries. You don't have the cops or the feds putting you under constant surveillance or chasing you. The level of risk or resistance in shoplifting, organized shoplifting, whatever the case may be, it's almost zero. I mean, unless you're walking out of the store with a big garbage bag full of stuff and you accidentally trip on the pavement and you hit your head on the ground, I can't see any other way to get hurt or anything. Anything. I can't see anything bad happening to most people. There appears to be no political will to apprehend and prosecute shoplifters or low-level criminals. That's the other thing. They're categorizing it as a low-level crime, but any crime you can make $1 million a year at is not a low-level crime. It's just not. This is why one major drugstore chain in San Francisco recently closed 17 locations in the city. That's how unable these major retail chains are to come up with a solution for this problem. They close all those stores and they're continuing to close stores, as are other chains, simply because their store shelves are being emptied every day. Now, you would think that this could be stopped immediately if the stores would simply install the electric door locks, which required somebody to let the customer out whenever they wanted to leave. But unfortunately, that's illegal in a lot of these moronic cities and states. So, makes stopping these people really challenging. We're hearing that there are some very large shoplifting crews that are going from neighborhood to neighborhood, city to city, and state to state, and stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stuff each week. That is life-altering money for most people. Now, what sort of things can you steal? Well, apparently, virtually anything as long as it's less than $900. Food, electronics, a haircut, a great dinner at the restaurant, clothes, big screen TV, jewelry. You want to take your dog in for some dog grooming? Go ahead. Then when the person spends a couple hours grooming your dog and it's ready to pick up, just pick up your dog and run out the door. You and Fido can run out the door and maybe go get some ice cream down the street. Why bother paying? You know what else is interesting is how motivated these shoplifting teams are. We're hearing that some of them will work 10-hour days and 7 days a week. Those are the real professionals. Those are not the idiotic video game playing slackers who can't be compelled to work more than a few hours a day. I'm talking about the professional teams. You have to ask yourself, how long can this go on? I think some of them feel that this can't last forever, so they're stealing as much as they can, as quickly as they can to bank that money. So if you're a business owner out there trying to feed your family with your small business, then times are tougher than ever. I want to wish you good luck and stay safe. So thank you for watching. And once again, we ask that you subscribe to our channel for free, because we're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews and more breaking news stories coming up. And click on that notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new story. Thank you, and bye-bye.